Hey, this is Natalie from the Freedom Coach podcast. This is episode 10. And if you hear a squeaking noise in the background, I'm sorry, that's my hammock. I'll try to keep it down. So last time I talked about a little bit of a fiasco that I had with the first corporate training that I did. And after that, nothing much happened. I still was doing bookkeeping and I still had no clue what topic I wanted to coach and train and teach people on. So I had tested the code of honor, which was resonating with me and I liked it, but it was not clicking. It was not something that I said, this is what I want to really teach. This is what I want to really talk about. And my next seminar that I took was in December in Thailand, Phuket, and it's called Making the Stage. And it's an amazing program, 5 days, very, very intensely, very, very long hours, intense work with some incredible teachers. Among them was Blair Singer as well. And this program was all about making your program better, being better on stage, your stage presence, getting out of the comfort zone, not being afraid of what people think when you're on stage. And it was all good, except for the one thing for me, I had no idea what I was talking about. I had no idea what I should be talking about, what I would be talking about, what my topic would be, and what my program would be. I had no program. I was a bookkeeper that had done one corporate training. And so what happened for me at that program was very interesting because I didn't get my program done because I didn't know. But what happened was that one of the trainers said to me that the one thing I need to change and I need to do is smile. And so I found my smile back in Thailand and it stuck with me ever since. And it's very interesting what happens when you start smiling more. And that might seem a little cheap. I don't know how to call that. Not cheap, but a little, well, that's not very sophisticated. You go to Thailand for a 5-day intensive seminar and you learn how to smile. But for me, it was a big deal because I was very driven. I was very results oriented. I was very, sometimes a little bit gritting my teeth and trying to push through and trying to get things done. And I totally forgot to smile. And the second thing that I got out of that training was another one of the trainers said, what I needed to do, I needed to ask for help more often. So what they gave me as an assignment was, we were all staying in the same venue, the whole crew of, I think it was 53 people, participants in this seminar. And the trainer said to me, for the next 2 days, you're not allowed to do anything by yourself. You have to ask for help for anything. You have to ask for help to open a door. You have to let people feed you. You cannot go to the bathroom by yourself, although I didn't follow that rule. And you have to ask for help. And that was a big learning for me because I was always too proud or too, I don't know, I had to do everything myself. So I never ever asked for help. And I learned to ask for help. And my key lesson here in the seminar, I went all the way to Thailand for 5 days, very intensely, to learn how to be better on stage, which I did. But the main lessons were find my smile and learn to ask for help and learn to have other people help you. And that brings to mind something that I learned from Joe Vitale. He says, when your limo shows up in life, make sure you get in. Regardless whether that limo is black or white like you expect it to be, or it's purple with yellow stripes, or it's green with pink dots. Regardless what color your limo is, make sure you get in. And this is a big lesson. So when you're doing something and you're expecting a certain result, and the result turns out to be slightly or totally different but good anyway, take it and be grateful for it. Because life throws you results that you might not expect, and they are probably greater than what you wanted to get in the first place. My key learning here. And if I was to take that program again, I'm sure I would benefit more from the techniques that we learned about selling from stage and about how to present ourselves and about how to put our story right and all those things. That was the actual aim of the program. And instead, I learned how to smile. That's my lesson. If your limo shows up, make sure you get in, regardless of what color it is. Natalie Sabrina Dahl from the Freedom Coach Podcast. And I would love you to leave me a comment on the website where you found this podcast. Because if you want to hear something in particular, if you're interested in learning more in depth about something, then leave me a comment and I'll be happy to cover it in one of the next episodes. And until I hear you again, you know the deal. Be free.